Well, I thought I was almost through valuing my toy collection, but I did go through the attic and found a lot more stuff that I need to add to my videos to inventory and see what it's all worth. So stay tuned until the end to see. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of valuing my toy collection and value some toys. I think my dog Daisy is going to help me out today and value all my toys. First, this came from Facebook Marketplace. It's a very tall vintage Pink Panther plush. I paid $50 for this and it's worth about $65. Then I went to the thrift store and I got these Mardi Gras throws from some of the different parades, and those are worth about $10. I picked up this Wizard of Oz lime that's worth about $10. And then I have this coin. It's a 2000 coin and it's worth about $4. And then I have a little Santa ornament. It's probably worth about $1, but it's super cute. Got a Bubble Guppy figure. She's worth about $5. And a LOL Blue Hair doll is worth about $5. Then I got this cool metal souvenir of the Empire State Building. It's worth about $12. And then from Fortnite, this is the Rust Lord 12-inch figure. He's worth about $8. And then I got this Dictator Mardi Gras throw from the Crew d'Etat, I believe, and he's worth about $8. I have this slate waterfall that kind of trickles water down it. I wasn't going to keep it, but I decided to keep it, and it's worth about $65. I found these little hors d'oeuvre picks that are vintage. They're probably worth about $3. And then all this plush, this Bob the Builder plush with the jackhammer is worth about $15. And then I got a Pinky and the Brain plush. He is worth about $15. And there's my helper Daisy right there helping me out today. And then I have this Duck Dynasty plush, also worth about $15. This little doll is from the 70s. It's from Fisher Price. It's called a Charlie Dolly. It's worth about $18. Then we've got a little Pluto plush. He's worth a good $10. And these are called Chubbles. This one's worth about $15. And then we have a Shar-Pei Wrinkled Dog plush worth about $20. Those are pretty valuable. My dog's cuter than that though. Look at her being such a good girl today while I try to work. All right, this is from Secret Life of Pets. It's Rolly or Raleigh, worth about $6. And then we've got Bullwinkle the Moose from Macy's department store. It's worth about $15. See what else we can find here. I don't know if this is Jellycat or not, but this is a little ostrich worth at least $15. I have a bunch of those. And then from Bill Street in Memphis, we have this teddy bear. It's worth about $5. And then we have a Horton Here's a Who plush. He's worth about $8. We have an old vintage My Buddy doll worth about $20. And then we have a Rafiki from Lion King worth about $10. And then we have one of the newer Popple dolls. This one's worth about $8. And we have a Teddy Ruxpin plush. He's worth about $12. We have a little vintage Cookie Monster worth about $6. So cute. And then we have a Eurostar teddy bear worth about $15. And from Beetle Bailey, we have General Amos. He's worth about $15. He still has his tag on him. Good thing the squirrels and mice didn't get to him. I lost so much in the attic from squirrels and mice. This is an H-E-B teddy bear from the 100th anniversary of the store. I believe it's a grocery store from 2005, worth about $35. All right, let's see what else we have. We have a couch potato plush. It's worth about $15. And this little guy's worth about $1. And then we have a little Dream Pets mouse and cheese worth about $8. It shows all the different ones you can collect. I have this super soft sea turtle. It's worth about $6. And we've got this teddy bear in a suit with glasses. I'm not sure what line he's from, but I figure he's probably worth at least $15. I couldn't find him on eBay to compare prices to. Got a couple store boxes. Here's a Disney box, probably worth about $5. I always pick up the boxes when they give me these boxes because most of them get chunked. All right, here's our Fur Reels cat. It's a walking cat on a leash, but no leash. It's worth $8. The little dragon plush there is worth about $6. And then the Frankenstein plush from Hotel Transylvania is worth about $12. He still has a tag on. This looks like it's a Small World doll to me, worth about $5. My dog wants all these plush. This little Jungle Book box, probably worth about $5. And then this Bubba the Bear is worth about $10. I paid $3 for it a long time ago. And then this little Dr. Seuss goldfish, he's got a little damage, so he's only worth $5, but they're expensive on eBay. And these are from Russ Berry, and they're probably worth about $3 each. They're very fragile and delicate because they're just made out of like nylon, like pantyhose material. This Build-A-Bear in the basketball outfit's worth about $10. And then we've got this little penguin from Happy Feet worth about $2. He's got a little damage to him, but he still has his tag, which is good. And this big Mexican cactus, he's worth about $8. I'm going to put him with our sombreros. This little Twisted Whiskers plush is worth about $6. Super cute with those big eyes. And then we have this Jamaican squid. He's worth about $6. And a few books in the bottom of the tote. This Bugs Life book's worth about $3. This vintage Hansel and Gretel's worth about $6. And the Winnie the Pooh Golden book's worth about $3. The old Mother Goose book's worth about $8. And the Princess and the Pea was originally 19 cents. It is worth about $8 now. And then this little golden book, A Child's Garden of Verses, is worth about $4. And the Mother Goose one was worth about $5. Now Daisy is checking out this box of puppets I got for $2.50 a long time ago at a garage sale, now worth about $45. Found this giant tote I had in the attic full of candy dispensers. Some of these are really old, and there's well over 100 in here. So I'm going to say maybe $1 each. Some of them a lot more than that. So we'll just say $100 for the whole tote, just to make it easy for the video. But I can't wait to go through these one day, and I might end up selling some and keep some. Alright, luckily these were also in a tote, so the squirrels and mice didn't get them, but they're inflatable Coors beer cans worth about $12 each, and a Gargantua inflatable gorilla also worth $12 from the circus when I took my little brother there when he was little. Found this whole tote of Valentines. The Powerpuff Girl Valentines is worth $10, Harry Potter's worth $10, Bob the Builder's worth $5, Rugrats that's worth $10, Hercules $10, and Lord of the Rings $15. Nickelodeon's worth $12, Teletubbies $10, Pokemon about $15, and then Toy Story 2's worth $10, Ricky Martin's worth a big old $25, and then the Star Wars one's worth about $12. Got so many more. Here we have another Harry Potter. It's worth about $12. Britney Spears is worth $30 now. And this Barbie one's worth about $8. And then we have another Nickelodeon one worth about $12. A Furby one's worth $35. Another Nickelodeon worth $12. The Wild Thornberries is worth $12. Monsters Inc. is worth $12. And The Simpsons is worth about $15. And then I have a big tote of plush I need to go through real quick. We'll go fast. This Minnie Mouse is worth $6. This one's worth about $6. And then we've got a couple head plush. They're probably worth $3. And there's the Mickey one, also worth about $3. And then we have Minnie holding a gift. This one's worth more, about like $10. And let's see. I think that's a duplicate. We'll probably sell that one. And then this one's probably worth about $6. And then this one's worth about $10. It's vintage. Do not look how dirty this room is because I have been pulling stuff out of the attic and some of it's been gross. All right, the Mickey Bellhop one is worth about $12. I'm just glad some of this stuff was saved and the squirrels and mice didn't get it all. The little cheerleader one's worth about $6. And then this is Helga from Hagar the Horrible. She's worth about $16. And then we have another mini worth about $6. I just said $6 for the smaller ones. And then we have this Mickey. He is a dress me up Mickey. He's worth about $10. Then we have an Opus plush with a Santa hat worth about $15. I think he's from the 80s. And I think I'm gonna sell these. These are from SeaWorld. A couple killer whales there. Clean those up and sell those. And then this is an Old Navy little brown dog worth about $5. Got this vintage dinosaur from the 70s. Gonna hang on to him. Either 70s or early 80s, worth about $8. And then let's see what else we have in here. We have a Teddy Ruxpin with the vest on. This guy's worth about $25. And then we have the Teddy Ruxpin Grubby from 1985. Just need to fix that little hole in him. He's worth about $40. And then last but not least, we have a Hagar the Horrible worth about $10. He goes with that Helga we had earlier. Have a lot of mascot characters in the attic. Smurfette's worth about $40. We use these at the pageants. I'm so glad the mice and squirrels didn't get these. This set is really quality. It's from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with the Yeti. That whole set's worth about $225. Actually, that was a gift to me from one of the pageant parents. Have Daisy and Donald with their outfits inside. They're worth about $40 each. Have Minnie Mouse with her outfit inside. She's worth about $40. We have Big Bird, who is massive. I got to glue a few more feathers on him, though, but he's worth about $75. He is huge. And then we've got a Santa Claus suit for Christmas. It's worth about $20. And an extra Easter Bunny head worth about $5. Got a Melissa and Doug penguin. It's worth about $15. And I'm so glad the squirrels didn't get this. This is from the 70s. It's a big St. Bernard worth about $50. Then some more mascot characters. We have Patrick. He's worth about $40. Unfortunately, the squirrels got the SpongeBob and tore him up. And these two minions are worth about $40 each. The only other thing the squirrels got was a Smurf mascot. They only got 2 of them. And they did not get my Mrs. Potato Head, and she's worth about $75. Then I found another tote. This one has a Tony's Pizza mascot. He's worth about $20. And then this little rocket ship plush is worth about $5. I think I'll give this little alligator rattle to Daisy over there and see if she wants to play with that. All right, let's see. We got another Chubbles. It's worth about $15. I've got a blue one and a purple one now. Let's see what else we have in here. This is from Sesame Street. It's a Zoe plush from 1995, worth about $12. A little Mr. Potato Head plush. He's worth about $8. And then we've got this little vintage poodle. Clean her up a little bit. Probably worth about $5. I like her. I'm not going to get rid of her. And then we've got this Goofy, this Christmas Goofy with a really nice sweater on. He's worth about $15. And then we have a Snuffleupagus from Sesame Street worth about $15. And then a Scroungy from American Greetings. This was mine when I was a kid. It's worth $30. And then we have Pumbaa from Lion King, worth about $12. From Warner Brothers, we have the Gossamer plush from the 90s in perfect condition, worth about $25 with all its tags still on. Have a duplicate one of those. We'll sell that one. We have a Timon from Lion King, worth about $8. And a Rafiki from Lion King, also worth about $8. I have a Circus teddy bear, worth about $5. This really cool umpire figure. He's worth about $18. So glad the mice didn't get these and we were able to save them for other people to see at the toy museum. All right, this little Sweetie Bird is worth $20. And then we have a little Hush Puppy Hound worth about $10, still with a tag on. There's my dog over there. She's got her alligator playing with it. She's such a good dog. She's so patient. All right, let's see what else we have in here real quick. I'm not sure who that is. I think we're going to sell him. That probably came from the Wolf Lodge or something, but we'll probably sell him. All right, let's see what else we have. We have this little mushroom plush, super cute. Thought it was VeggieTales, but it's not. Worth about $4. A little Circus Monkeys, worth about $5. And then we have a Figment plush from Disney, worth about $15. This big Lion King plush is worth about $10. Then I found a whole box of Happy Meal boxes and bags, and I counted them. It's well over 100, so that's probably worth about $200. Found a Monica Lewinsky book worth about $8. And then this Virginia Slims book, that's kind of unique. It's from 1998, and it's worth at least $10. Raggedy Ann book's worth about $5. And then I found this little tub of Garbage Pail Kid wrappers and the back of cards, probably worth $20, maybe more than that, but we'll just say $20 because there's a bunch of them. And when I got home, I had a box waiting on me from Mattel, and I got the Beetlejuice Monster High waiting room. Has 2 dolls in it, and they're very cool. One of them's cut in half. I thought that was hilarious, and those are worth about $135 for this set. And then I got from Wednesday, the Netflix movie, Morticia Addams, and she's worth about $75. And she is awesome.